Man, I'm just appreciative of having an opportunity to compete on Monday Night Football, man. All of us grew up on it, and it's just a part of the fabric of our society, man, and it's an honor to participate in it and win. I'm appreciative of the efforts of the guys. We got a lot to work on, but we were good enough tonight to secure victory, and for that, we're thankful, man. We got a short week, got another road trip waiting on us, and so we got to sleep fast and do those things. And from a health standpoint, Naj was out with an abdominal injury. He's being evaluated, so I don't know the extent of that. I'm sure we'll visit again tomorrow, and I'll have more information for you there. I thought our kickoff unit's got to be better. I thought that was a catalyst for whatever got started with them in the second half. The field position component of it was a big negative. We gotta get better there. The field positioning was a negative in that aspect of the game, but that's what jumped out at me. There was a lot of good. There's a lot of things to grow from. We'll assess it and move. Questions?
Mike, what was the impetus to the divisional labor in the secondary, particularly getting Pierre and KZ as many snaps as they got?
We use everybody in the secondary that's in the helmet. We've kind of been in that mentality all year. The rotation of how we utilize them might change from game to game based on matchup components and things of that nature, but it's been pretty consistent that DBs in the helmet we utilize them all.
What did Snell and McFarland give you there as they alternated in there?
I'm sorry?
Snell and McFarland, what did you like about what they did?
I'm just appreciative of both guys' efforts, man. Sometimes you get battlefield promoted. A guy like Benny Snell became a central part of what we were doing offensively, and he was still on punt team. He was still on punt return. He was still on kickoff. Ant Mac's the guy that's always waiting and working and waiting for his opportunity, and he did some things that we saw in team development in the preseason that make him a little bit different than some of the other backs, the things he's able to do in space, the screen game, the draw game. I just thought he was an asset to us.
Mike, what are you seeing from Kenny in terms of week-to-week progress, in particular his ability to overcome adversity, shake off?
Guys, you guys ask me that every week. He's getting better every week, and it's in a very natural way because of experience. He's a competitor. He's smart, but it's still a lot of meat on the bone, and it's just the process. But like I always say, he's good enough, and we're good enough to win while that happens. And so we're not grading him or us on a curve. We acknowledge that he's very much in development. You can ask me next week, and I'll tell you he got better in all areas again next week because with each snap becomes exposure, and sharp guys that are competitors, they grow from those things.
He had 3 really good passes near the end of that game-winning drive. What did you like from that point where he's able to lead you down the field and finish at that point with some of those throws he made?
We have him in there because we think he's capable of that, and so he proved it. And I'm sure he's going to get a lot of other opportunities moving forward to prove that. We need people that run toward action, not away from it, and he runs toward it.
How impressive was Alex Highsmith?
Alex is legit. I think everybody knows that. But at the same time, man, it's good to have 090 on the opposite side of you. I think that helps.
Anyone else?
Mike, you had the big lead and then you lost it. Did anything change, or were you able to absorb that?
Kickoff coverage.
But your team came back and retook the lead. Anything facilitate that?
It's the natural ebb and flow of football. They got a momentum with that kickoff. Was able to put that ball in the end zone, and so you got to turn that tide. That's professional football. That's just part of it, and it doesn't happen in an instant.
Hey, Mike, when Levi went down there under 3 minutes to go and delayed him coming off the field, did that medical request come down from the top?
I don't know where it came from, but obviously wherever it came from, we respect it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Mike Tomlin and the Steelers with a win over the Indianapolis Colts on Monday Night Football. And since the year 2000, Mike Tomlin has, 7 more wins than his next closest competitor as a head coach. 19-3 with a winning percentage of 86%. That's not too bad.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.